good evening, this is Hound Dog Steve coming to you on the 2nd of April. And Brexit. Brexit, where art thou, O Brexit? And that is the topic for this evening. And a very warm welcome to all of you returning to my channel, and to those who stumbled across my channel for the first time. Please go make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, grab a chair, sit down and spend the next 10 minutes with the Hound Dog. Please comment, like and subscribe below. It always really helps when you click that big red button, and it's great to have you part of the conversation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there really is no other way to describe this other than a monumental cock-up. I cannot believe that they are screeching down to a 10-day deadline now. After 2 years and one extension, they cannot agree on a Brexit deal, and they seem to be completely reluctant to do the one thing that they need to do, which is to have a no-deal Brexit on the table and have no problem walking away from this horrid deal. Now, Yanis Varoufakis, I don't know if you remember him, he was the Greek finance minister for a while, and he's also a professor of economics, but he said of this deal that it's the kind of deal that only a country makes after they've surrendered after a war. This deal is so horrendously bad that it would be better for England to stay in the European Union than to accept this deal. You would have absolutely no say in anything, but it would be like being in the EU but as a silent partner. You have nothing to say, and you have to accept everything that the EU rams down your throat. Well, that's no deal at all. And this was the intent from the beginning. Michael Barnier was a very tough negotiator, and basically came in and said, we're not going to negotiate anything of our position, and you can negotiate what you want, and we'll tell you if you're going to get it. Well, what do you think of that? So this is going absolutely nowhere. Now on May 26th, now this is after they'd had 2 meaningful votes which had both failed by historic numbers. On March 26th, the Parliament took over the control of the Brexit negotiations, and they wanted to have some indicative votes where backbenchers that they could come up with other solutions to the deal that Theresa May had proposed. Well, they came up with 10 what they call indicative votes, which all failed. So the other day they had the 3rd meaningful vote, and it failed. Now, not by as many votes as the other 2, but it still failed. And you know what? The government turned around and said, well, that's not a meaningful vote, and we may have a 4th meaningful vote down the road. You know, a deal that's been turned down 3 times already. So they are at an absolute impasse, and it is outrageous that they have allowed this to take place. The person I'm most disappointed with is Theresa May. Now, she came out the gate pretty strong when she was first elected, but you know, what happened to the no deal is better than a bad deal, Theresa. But basically from that point on, it's just been absolutely downhill, and now you've lost complete control of your own party. I mean, they're even plotting against you at cabinet meetings, for goodness sake. I mean, that's pretty disgraceful. So we are now mired in the Brexit forest, bumping into trees, into each other, and getting absolutely nothing done for a staggering amount of money. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a great example of, firstly, this is your government, this is your tax dollars at work, wearing out the leather on the benches of government. And the second thing is what a negative attitude the EU has. Michael Barnier, this was never a friendly negotiation from the get-go, and I don't think he ever intended to remain friends with Britain. Well, I think all of them just never thought that Britain would leave, and they're angry that Britain had the temerity, that there was enough people in Britain to vote in favour of Brexit. Anyway, we will see what we will see, and it is going to be an interesting story. But shame on you, politicians. So what is going to happen now? Okay, so here is a flowchart from the BBC, and you will be able to see that this is Theresa May's plan, and further extension as short as possible. Talks with Jeremy Corbyn. If that goes forward, can they agree on a compromise deal? Yes. PM takes new deal and extension request to EU leaders. April 10th, EU summit. EU agrees. Government tries to implement new deal. So all along the way, if there is a refusal, MPs vote on range of options. Government standby deal if agreed by MPs. If so, well, that goes to the EU summit. If the EU refuses, we have a no Brexit deal on April 12th, or we cancel Brexit. So what kind of a deal is that? I mean, come on, this is just absolutely insane. And 10 days to go through all of this, and you're going to negotiate with Jeremy Corbyn? You'll notice that there's a headline from the paper here that in a TV show, the audience was visibly aghast at the suggestion of Jeremy Corbyn becoming Prime Minister of England. And his party is in complete disarray. He's been accused of anti-Semitic comments, and many of it, well, this is the problem within the party. I think he's had about 21 members have walked away as independents because they said they didn't want to belong to a party of anti-Semites. So this is somebody who you want to have a leader of your country. So I don't even know what she's going to talk to him about. As I say, they're stuck in a corner. There's nothing they can do. It's like being in a bathtub with a boat and one paddle. And they're just going to go round and round and round in circles until the 12th of April. And I think that the EU will turn it down. I think that there are enough MEPs from member states that are now basically against the European idea and will allow Britain to leave. And I certainly hope that that is the case. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe below. And in the meantime, this is Hound Dog Steve signing off, wishing you a great week coming up, and we will talk to you very, very soon. See you now. Bye.